Wait, I think. Uh, eh, oh, I see. Chandler wear the screen. Yep, he was standing on a cafeteria naked with a phone instead of private part.
Okay.
Yeah, yep, that's all.
Okay. Very good. Wow. That's amazing. You were able to remember. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we've actually discussed this vocabulary, but we haven't completed everything, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now the second list of vocabularies that you write down. This is from episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay, so for now, we will just set aside this. Well, actually, chalked, cafeteria, these words are also in episode 1.
Yep. It's episode one, but vocabulary not used before, so I think I will forgot this.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing you take note of this. So, for example, chalked, Phoebe mentioned this. So, Phoebe actually asked if Paul is a chalk because
Yeah.
I think her boyfriend is actually a chop. So I forgot. Yeah, I
Mm.
forgot the name of the boyfriend of Phoebe. But that's just very quick when she mentioned cafeteria.
Mm.
It was also mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will just go ahead and copy this too and put it here also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then reach down my throat. Grab my small intestine. This was the line of Ross. Remember this part? So, Ross, when he entered to the cafeteria, at first, he met Rachel, and then when he's about to do a handshake with Rachel, his umbrella turned on. And then, oh, before that, actually, he said that he felt that someone just pulled or grabbed his small intestine threw his esophagus out to his mouth and then tie it on his neck.
Yep.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah. Very terrible
It
image.
is, right? So it's actually gross. And then aura. This was mentioned. So when Ross was actually sitting beside Phoebe, Phoebe was like removing something. So Ross said, Stop removing my aura. That's what he said, right? To Phoebe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think we'll just put it this way. Any connection with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then murky. Who said murky?
Monkey. Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Phoebe tried to keep something away, but Ross said, "Don't touch, don't touch me, don't
Oh,
touch me." Oh, and Phoebe said, "Fine, be monkey."
okay. Murky, I see. I wasn't able to catch that. Wow, that's a new word for me. Actually, I did try to watch it again, but anyway, so definitely looked definitions of this. So let's go ahead and start with instead of.
Mhm. Instead of.
So when we say instead of, it's actually aside from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you're choosing between two things. So, for example, you will go to a party, let's say birthday party or to a wedding, but you choose to go to a birthday party instead of the wedding. So it's like you're choosing between two things.
Two things.
Yes, that's the meaning of instead of.
Mm-hmm. Like change or replace.
I'm sorry.
Like the change or replace is different.
I'm sorry. Like what?
Change.
Change.
Yeah, change or replace. Replacement.
Replacement. Yes. Yep. That's correct.
Okay.
So, or it can be alternative or substitute. There.
Mm-hmm. Alternative.
Yeah,
Okay.
alternative or substitute. Can you understand these words?
Yes.
Substitute.
Alternative is more useful.
Okay. All right.
Always find an alternative.
Right, exactly. So it's like if you're going, let's say you're driving, and there are two ways that you can, let's say you're going to your work, but there is a substitute or alternative route or way, so that, for example, way one, it's actually very traffic. There's traffic jam.
Yep.
So that you won't be late to your work, you will take the way two. So
Yep.
so that's a substitute. So if you're going to make a sentence, can you go ahead and use instead of in a sentence, Hector?
Sentence.
Yes. So for me,
Can you give some hint?
so my example is that I went to the birthday party instead of the wedding party of my friend. There. So it's like I'm choosing between two. So I prefer to go to the birthday party instead of the wedding.
Instead of wedding.
So it's like you're choosing between two things.
Two things.
Yeah. An alternative.
Go to going to the restaurant. Instead of.
Okay, instead of but.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to the restaurant by car instead of bus. Yeah, that's correct. So yes, it is. So it's an alternative. Okay. So if a follow-up question, why do you prefer to use a car or to take a car instead of using or riding a bus? You see, there's another follow-up question from here. But your sentence is correct. See, you're getting how to use those vocabularies correctly. Okay. Now next. Well, can you just go ahead and read your sentence? Just, for pronunciation practices.
Okay. I'm going to the restaurant by car instead of bus.
Okay, good. Eat chalk. This is a words or the line of eat.
Yep. Pull it short.
Do you know what chalk means?
I see. White paint.
Yeah,
Paint on the black ball. Yeah.
So, well, for this part, eat chalk. Let me see here. There are actually jokes that sometimes it's not, usual to us. There are jokes that we have a different meaning since we are, for example, we're Asian, them they're Americans. So sometimes their jokes are not the same on what we have.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So when we say eat chalk, well, for me that's just gonna be a literal. I mean, so it's like you're gonna eat the chalk itself. So if based on the episode, I don't exactly know how to explain this. Yeah, how about you, Hector? In your own understanding, how are you going to explain eat chalk? You don't have any idea.
The context. The context. I think each chalk. They discuss the white guy. I think.
Yeah, it's fall that they're discussing.
Yeah, they won't try to make sound funny from Monica's death.
Right.
Yeah, so Joe say something, Chandler say something, and Phoebe say very different something.
Exactly. So when Chandler says
Very jump.
it is, so for this, like I've said, it's kind of like I've said, I didn't exactly get what the Phoebe means about eat chalk because she said that that's Carl. I think that was his boyfriend because Carl did it. That's what she told Monica, right?
Yeah.
So there. So we'll just skip this for now, Hector. Anyways, you know what the word chalk means. Okay? Alright. Now, let's go to decaf. Coffee that doesn't have caffeine.
Yep.
Okay. So, can you go ahead and use decaf in a sentence? So for me, for me, it's gonna be easy. Of course, you can just say I ordered a decaf coffee.
Okay. Okay.
I would like a decaf. The meaning of your sentence is not complete.
Oh, really?
I like a decaf. Decaf what? Because we have decaf soft drinks, coffee. There are a lot of products. Okay. Decaf coffee. Okay. There you go.
Decaf coffee.
Yeah, okay. Or it can be decaffeinated coffee. So there. Alright, good. Can you read your sentence, Hector?
Okay. I would like a decaf coffee.
Good, very good. Next, Aruba. This is a place. All right. So, can you go ahead and use Aruba in a sentence?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Can you go ahead and read it?
Pardon?
Can you go ahead and read it, Hector?
Okay. I want to go to Aruba next month.
Okay, good. Next, this one, metaphor. Rachel mentioned this.
Metaphor. Metaphor. Oh, I forgot.
This is actually a figure of speech, which means it's actually you are making something. Let's say Rachel. Rachel said that she is a shoe. So it's like she is comparing herself
Yeah.
as a shoe. And then she said that, why can I not be a hat or a purse? That's what he said to her dad. But her dad says, I can buy you one. And Rachel said, no, no. I'm all right. So, do you get what this metaphor means? All right, good. Now, can you go ahead and make an example or a sentence of metaphor?
I think this needs a long sentence. Right?
What do you mean little? Little long sentence?
Yeah, it need long sentence.
No, this is actually my example last time. The big car was a boat.
Yeah, okay. Oh, this car is...
Yeah, or if we're gonna use this, she or Rachel is the shoe.
Okay. Like this?
He is, what's this, shining like sun?
Shiny. Shiny.
Shining.
Shiny.
Shiny is spelled as this. Shining. Like.
Okay.
He is shining like the sun. But, well, this is actually a simile. It's not a metaphor.
Okay. I think if the song "You Are My Sunshine" is the same.
You are my sunshine. Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
You are.
You are my sunshine. After the rain. Wow.
Oh, it's a very old song.
You are my sunshine after the rain. You are my, what's it? Shining? What? You are my shining. Is this your sentence? Is this your sentence, Hector? You are my shining, sun shining. You are my sunshine.
I think it's like this, sunshine.
Yes, you are my sunshine. Here. Good. How about not the song then? Okay. But it's fine though. At least you were able to make a sentence about this. Next, let's go to this part. Hump. Who said hump in a sentence or in the episode? Is this in episode 2?
Yeah. In episode 2. Yeah.
Okay, we'll omit this.
That is before each chalk. The Chandler said he has the hump and the hairpiece.
Okay. So
Then Phoebe said, "Wait, he is eat chalk."
okay. This is in episode 2, right?
No, episode 1.
Oh, episode 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Before each chalk.
Okay. So
Before each chalk, the Chandler tried to make funny for Monica's boyfriend.
okay. So hump means. So hump, it's actually. Let me add a comment.
Hump means not do so good.
So, well, if we're going to just check the exact meaning of hump, it's actually if you're driving, there is actually a rounded raised mass of earth on land. You know, if you're driving, you need to slow down because there's a round mass of earth on the road. We're able to encounter that. That's actually a hump.
Hump, yeah.
So the other meaning of hump also, it's actually for you to carry an object, heavy object, or you know, to lift. Hold on, let me put a definition. So
I think it's the Monica says he have a date but no sex. So Chandler said, does he hump and hairy piece? Hump means some not good look posture.
okay.
And maybe he's a very old man, so he has the hairpiece.
Okay.
Hump.
Because well, I'm just giving you the exact meaning, but not directly on the episode. Because hold on. I'm not actually. It's actually hard for me to memorize everything. You know, every line that they've said. So that's why I can definitely provide you the meaning, but not exactly on the. But hold on, let me try to figure that out. So you're saying that the hump means it's ugly then.
Yeah, aggressive. Yeah, very.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Humpback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like camel.
Hump. It's like for a camel, right?
Camel.
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 Or
Camel.
yeah, camel.
Camel.
So they actually have a hump or rounded, it's a rounded back. So if you're
Yeah.
going to say that to a person, well, definitely it's actually, it's a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so since you have the idea and how it was used in the episode, can you go ahead and try to use the hump in a sentence?
Okay.
I know you prepared for that.
I have mm, hung like this. It's right. Hung back.
It's so crazy. My laptop is a bit slow.
Hum. Hum. I hung back.
Hold on, still loading. Are you familiar about screencast, Hector? Yeah. It's actually an application for us to
Screen
record
text.
our class. And it's actually what's causing my laptop to be slow. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah.
You mean you can
Well, I actually go
scroll
to a different tab, and
the page
when
here?
I'm about to go back to our book, it's not allowing me because once our internet connection is actually slow, then it also affects, how my laptop works actually. So it's taking a while. Sorry about that.
So if you open the Skype,
I'm
your
sorry.
network will be slowed down. You mean you open
Yes.
you
Well,
using the
Skype,
Skype,
that's it's
then
actually it
your
that's
network
slowing
will be
down my
slowed down.
laptop, and also the screencast. The screencast, that's actually the very impact that's causing my laptop to slow down. It's actually an application that's recording what we are actually doing in our book. Whatever I'm doing on my computer is actually being videoed or recorded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, can you just go ahead? What was your sentence?
Oh. Okay. I am a humpback.
I am her humpback.
It's right.
Okay. Well, if
I'm
we're actually
a
using a
humpback.
metaphor, that's correct. So, did you type your sentence, Hector?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't see it here. Let me try to use my phone instead.
Can you see?
Oh, this is too bad. I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
I am a humpback. Mm, so, well, I guess here you're already making a sentence for hairpiece. I am a humpback. Well, like I've said, this is correct if you're using a metaphor, but if you are technically trying to describe yourself, instead of I am, I have. You can say, you have a humpback.
Mm.
Let me correct it. So, hold on.
I have. Okay.
Yes,
I
I'm
have.
here now. Okay, I have a humpback. Okay.
Ah, you big.
So, like I said, humpback is actually, it's a lump at your back, okay? Or a rounded, how do you call this? Um, it's rounded mass found on the back or at your back. So I have a handbag. Okay, that's good. Hairpiece. I have a hairpiece. So can you tell me what does hairpiece? What is a hairpiece?
Have say someone no hair. It's not ugly, so she buy a hairpiece. Put in his
So I have a
hair.
hairpiece. Yeah, that's correct.
Mm.
So hairpiece is actually, you know, to be exact. Do you know what wig means? Wig. So hairpiece is a false hair. Or do you know what wig means? Yeah, false hair. Yes. Or wig. That's actually so for
For
people
hair.
who don't have any hair
False
or
hair.
they're bald.
False hair.
So they're wearing a hairpiece. Yep. All right. That's correct. So yeah, false hair. Yep.
False hair.
So are we good with hairpiece and hump?
False hair. Okay.
Okay. Next, chalk.
Okay.
Oh, for chalk, we're done with that, right? Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And repeat.
We actually skipped it. How about try to use this in a sentence instead?
Yeah. Okay. Please try to use the chalk to paint
Okay, very good.
like
On board. Wow, very good. Wow, I like your sentence.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Good. Next, cafeteria.
Only bowl. Bowl. Cafeteria.
So my example, I stayed at the cafeteria while waiting for you. Yes, right.
Cafeteria. Cafeteria, like some restaurant.
Do you know the place of Monica?
But how different?
That's a cafeteria.
Between
so there's just like a bar. There's just a bar. Yeah, just a cafeteria. It's not the it's entered.
Huh?
So there's a bar wherein they're serving coffee.
Monica,
but the place of Monica is actually a different place. But it's where when Rachel entered into, while wearing her wedding dress. It's actually a cafeteria.
Yeah. Okay.
Cafeteria.
So, and
oh, you have one?
In my company,
cafeteria it's actually more on, for you to drink
cafeteria.
So, very. Yes.
Yeah,
coffee or,
yeah,
it's more on drinks. So it can be tea, coffee or juice, something like that. But unlike for a restaurant, they will serve dinner or really, food, right? That's actually the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So can you use that in the
Okay. 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 We could meet at cafeteria.
Wow, good. Instead of, we're done with that, so we'll just delete it. Reach down my throat. So, well, technically this is not part A vocabulary. It can be just it's just a phrase. So, it's merely a joke. So, reach down my throat. So, yes, they actually use this phrase to,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, reach down my throat. So instead of, for example, if it's actually, they're exaggerating.
Reach down?
They are exaggerating, right? So it's like, it's not the normal thing. But if we are actually eating, we swallow something, right? But it's not to reach down my throat. So it's actually different. This is an exaggerated phrase.
I think I have the other sentence like other.
Okay.
Other
yeah.
was like reach down, reach up.
So if we're gonna use the word reach down,
reach out, right?
Exactly. So it's more on down.
The leg is top to down, so we can use the reach down, right?
Yes.
Reach down. So swallowing.
So reach down is
like
more actually.
Reach down. Okay.
It's more on.
Okay.
Idiomatic expression, or it's actually more on an exaggeration. Exaggeration. exaggeration, this is actually, it's more on extreme, exaggerated.
Exaggeration. Exaggeration. Okay.
So, statement that represents something as better or worse than it really is. So, it's actually overstatement, overemphasis. It's kind of super.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Like I'm so happy.
All right, next.
Like
grab my small
fry.
intestine. Alright, so again for this one, it's still another, it's the same with reach down my throat, grab my small intestine. You don't actually literally that I can grab your small intestine. It's like I'm gonna put my hand to your mouth, down to your throat, and grab your small intestine. And then once I pull it out from your mouth, tie it to your throat. So it's actually very gross, just thinking about it. Okay, there. So we're good. Aura. How about aura? Aura, this is kind of, it's actually some sort of a distinctive atmosphere. So it can be like the mood. So when Ross actually entered the cafeteria and then Phoebe tried to, remove something from Ross, he said that stop removing my aura. It's actually his mood. That's what he wants to explain there. So, mood. Mood. Yeah. Mood.
Moon. Some. Mood.
So, how are you going
how to speak?
So, an example sentence for this.
Okay.
There was a faint aura of disinfection. It's actually, hold on, let me put the meaning of aura. I'll just put the sentence. Yeah, it's actually here. Yes, feeling. Mood, feeling.
Mood, like feeling.
So, example here is, well, aura sometimes it's not just a feeling, it can be something that can be found in the air. Like this one. There was a faint aura of disinfection. It can be a smell. Do you know what disinfectant means? Oh no. Hold on. Let me just use a simple sentence instead.
No.
Your aura is different than your friend. So it can be the mood or feeling. So it can be you're angry, or it's like you look sad, or you look mad or angry. but that is not your normal looks. So unlike for Ross, he entered to the cafeteria. He felt sad because his wife just, moved out of his house. So there. Now, can you go ahead and use are in a sentence? Yes. Yeah, let's just see if you'll be able to.
Okay. A new sentence. Mm,
He don't care about my okay. Yeah. So what do you mean when you say he don't care about
okay.
my aura? What's your aura then, Hector? Are you sad? Are you happy? Oh, okay, you're sad. Alright, good. Next,
I think
murky.
sad.
What does
It's
murky
sad.
mean? So when we say murky, it's actually still the same with aura. It's a bit the same because it can be a feeling or murky. So we have it can be dark and gloomy. So let's say if if we're going to describe murky moon, it's like it's gonna rain. If you could see the sky, it's actually dark, and the clouds are dark, and the sky is dark also. So that's actually called as murky. It's gloomy, it's dark. And if we're going to describe this to a person's feeling it is sad or gloomy. Yeah, so technically it's more on of a feeling also.
Murky.
So also murky it's actually
Okay.
it can be a something that is not clear. So like the sky, right? So it's dark, of course, that's not clear. So it's it's cloud exactly. Or also for water. So let's say on a river or pond.
Is a cloudy?
So if the water is
Like
actually
cloudy.
muddy,
Okay.
so you could call that also as murky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the crowd, murky.
Alright, so are we good with murky? Cloud is murky. Okay. Okay, so we're good. Yay! We've learned a lot for episode 1. But technically, Hector, I know you're eager. I like your eagerness. You already wanted to watch episode 2. But technically, we're not yet done with episode 1. Since we are still working with the vocabulary words, and for you to try to make simple sentences, now what you need to do is to create compound sentences. Yeah, compound sentences. what are compound sentences? Compound sentences is actually, it's like already a combination of two simple sentences. So like this one, the cloud is murky. So this is just a simple sentence. But if we're going to discuss about compound sentences, then you need to create two simple sentences as, one sentence.
Yep.
So the clouds are, for example, the cloud is murky and the cloud is murky and yet I went to the party. So this is a simple sentence, and then I went to the party. That's another sentence. So it's already, but it's just one sentence, see? So that's what we need to do on our next class. Yeah, so you may just go ahead and prepare. So basically you may need to use the same vocabulary words for you to be more familiar on using it. Alright? Alrighty. Okay, so you're welcome. Have a great evening.
Okay.
Bye now.
Alright.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.